So pretty.
No, my hair's...
Hey, what's going on, family?
I didn't know we were live.
We are live right now. This is as real as it gets, family. This will be the best live you've ever watched. At least, perhaps not on Instagram. Probably not, because we've had some incredible lives. But in this live, if you're watching this on a replay, my wife and I, we want to be the
My
realest.
hair is a mess, babe.
Baby, you look amazing.
My
But we
hair is
want
a
to
mess.
kind of clarify some things. I feel like we've been super dead on YouTube, super dead on Instagram.
We
We
have.
haven't gone live. We've had, I don't know, 5-6 videos uploaded every single week. But we missed a week. We missed a day here and there on YouTube. So to our regular, all of our video watchers that watch all of our videos on YouTube, we want to apologize for not being so consistent and for not going live on Instagram. My wife just reminded me, she said it yesterday. She said, I don't think we've gone live
Since January.
January. I said like at least February, like the first week of February. But the reality is it's been a long time. Too long. Because we asked yesterday, I'm like, baby, I don't think anyone cares about us going live. So then I asked yesterday, my wife's like, throw it up there, see if anybody cares. And hundreds of people said that we should be going live. So therefore we are going live tonight before we have our little date night at the movies. So we're going to try to share a more real side of our life, because it's one thing for us to post things. It's one thing for us to do videos. It's another thing for us to write something, for us to do some YouTube content. But it's a whole nother thing for all of you, family, for you to see how we live our life, kind of come on a little bit more of a personal level. And we throw up on Instagram, we say, hey, family, look, if you got any questions, shoot them out to us. We'll do our best to cover it on YouTube if it's not already covered. And, you know, it's nice for us to do that, but we also want to get to know you, family. You know, we said on another live before that we want to get to know a lot of our family members, all of our followers. We want to bring you guys into our lives. We want to talk to you. You got problems, you got difficulties. If we can help you tackle that, we want to help you guys so much. So, you know, anything that we can do, you know, we're going to do our very best to try to support you guys, try to help you guys out, because we love all of you. At least the ones that support us, you know. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot to say. And it's not always sweet. You know, my wife and I, we got good intentions. And a lot of people get offended. But that's the world we live in. So my wife wants to say hello.
Hi, everyone. Love you guys. I don't have much to say. My husband does all the talking.
She's a woman of a lot of words. You know, when we were dating, all she did was talk.
No,
I'm
did
like,
not.
baby, do you ever stop?
How's Florida life? Florida life is awesome.
Busy. So that's the crazy thing. We moved down here. We were like, oh, this is going to be easy transition.
We haven't done anything.
We have been the busiest we've ever been. I mean,
no time
between
to do
transitioning, we own a business. We sell ADT security. So we had to transition to new territories, new office, new people, locations, customers, just so much back-end research. So work has taken up all the time in the world. Getting to know the new congregation has taken up all the time in the world. New meetings, new schedules, new routines. Getting our apartment looking the way, you know, trying our best so that it looks the way we want it to look has taken a long time. But it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
But it's been going good. But we're finally somewhat starting to get into somewhat of a...
Yeah, it's been a month and it's
little
going
bit
to
of a
take
routine.
time. It's going to take time.
You know, so...
I'm just happy we're not in the snow.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
We don't have to drive in the snow.
Yeah.
It's not super cold. And for all of you that are watching this right now or on the replay, you run our prayers if you drive into no snowstorms, if it's super cold weather. We felt your pain. We don't feel it anymore. We used to be able to relate. Now we cannot relate. So it's an entirely different thing.
Yeah.
But we are enjoying this warm weather. Everyone tells us, you know, Florida is going to be super hot. It's going to be pretty intense in the summer. But we're prepared. It's not like we don't have summers up north. But I know that the humidity down here is going to be pretty cray-cray. But luckily we got the AC. So we'll be okay. But so family, we wanted to... I know you guys are throwing in the questions. We lived in Pennsylvania. So much. Man. Right. You guys aren't following. Y'all know what we mean. Y'all are our family. Man, so many different things in here. If you guys ask us questions, we'll do our very best to answer. Trying to read through. But see, you know what I hate? I hate the delay time. So the time that it takes me to read a question that's see-through that I can barely read, or my wife to read, if I read it, there's so much delay time. So you guys are just staring at a screen of us just reading questions. But
here, babe, just read one.
I know, but there's questions before that, so I don't want the questions before that.
It's okay as long as we answer some questions. You're gonna keep going scrolling and not getting one at least.
We'll get something.
Right here.
So yesterday I danced with someone at a party and she asked me, so does this mean she likes me? Or I don't know, man. I'd say she probably just wanted to dance, with all the people that my wife has danced.
From a girl's perspective, it's not that serious. It's probably, it was just probably
if a girl wanted to dance with you, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how she asked. She was like, hey, you wanna dance?
He asked me to dance.
Right.
He asked me to dance on our first day that we met, and I said, no, I'm good. I don't want to dance. He's like, I don't want to dance.
I danced with her mother, her sister, her cousin, all the older ones, her entire family. And then I seen her roll up, and I was like, who is this dime? I was like, man, that's mi futura esposa right there. So I grabbed her, and I said, ¿Quiere bailar conmigo? And she was like, no. And I was like, dude, dancing's stupid. I don't want to dance either.
So he talked to me the whole night.
Right.
But just because she danced with you doesn't mean
we got
anything.
Married. Yeah, but I wouldn't take that. I mean, like I said, it all depends. It all depends, family. It all depends. Questions. And if we miss your questions, hopefully you guys understand from the Watchtower today. Sometimes I miss a hand. Sometimes I miss a comment. But it's nothing personal. So if we ever miss your question, it is not personal. Right now we are in Florida. What made us move to Florida? Oh, so many decisions. We'll probably do a YouTube video. We should do a YouTube video on why we moved to Florida.
Babe. Just say one.
I mean, just everything. I mean, we wanted to change. We wanted to switch up. I was sick of the winter, sick of working outside in the winter. And it slows down our business tremendously, which was really tough. And sometimes you just gotta.
I think it's just
open up your wings and jump and fly. And
I think it's good to change. I mean, some of us live in the same state all our lives and go to the same congregation all our lives. Right. So we don't expose ourselves to different people other than the same people we know.
Right.
And it's nice, it's comfortable.
100%.
But it's also nice to expand and to meet new people and do different things. Especially us that we don't have kids, so we can do that. And we have a business that we can move around. Yeah. So that's great too. So, we just wanted to change. I was like, let's just do it. And I couldn't believe it. We were on our way and it was a snowstorm and I'm like, I am so happy to leave Philadelphia. But it's just been really nice. It's gonna take time to adjust, but it's beautiful. It's
been tough, family.
My family over there.
Look, I am all that you need. You don't need none of that.
My mom.
None of the family. Forget your mom. I already told you this.
No.
Look, it's just me.
No. Latinas, we love Latinos. We love our mothers, and we're attached to them. We talk to them every day.
I know, but you gotta forget them. It's time to move on. No, but the number one thing is, family. Sometimes you gotta wake up and you gotta change. Something drastic, change your job, change your congregation, change your state, change where you live in your routine, your life, especially if you can do it while you're young, even if you're older. It doesn't matter what stage you are in your life. If you can open up your wings and fly and take that leap, leap of faith, you never know what's on the other side of that. And of course, the grass is always greener. So you're like, if I just had a different job, I'd be happy. And then you get the different job, and you're like, oh, I guess I'd rather, prefer my other job. Oh man, this congregation it's just terrible. And you go to another hall, and it's the same issue. The grass is always green on the other side until you get to the other side, right? Who says that? Pitbull. But
that's a nice reference.
Yeah, beautiful reference. But the biggest thing, family, is you never know what it's going to be like to get there until you get there. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when you're surrounded by doing what's comfortable, the comfortable job, the comfortable congregation, the comfortable family, you have the support, you have, all of this convenience too, and it's in your comfort zone. How do you ever know what you're capable of unless you hop out of your comfort zone? How do you ever know what my wife and I were meant to do until we decided to put our first video up on Instagram? And then we put our first video up on YouTube. We were like, oh no, what's going to happen? What will people think? And You know, it was crazy, and it's been a crazy journey.
The crazy thing is that you don't.
You don't know until.
The crazy thing is that you don't do things because you're scared of what others may think about what you do.
Dude, the fear of judgment of others,
and that needs to stop.
I don't care what any. I don't care what any. No, but I mean, no. But the reality is, I do not care what anybody thinks more than what I think of myself. Because the second you value somebody else's opinion more than you value your own, their opinion will dictate your entire life. Oh, well, if I take this job, what will they think?
Obviously keeping Jehovah, in whatever we do. But he's meaning anybody else, because people always have something to say about your life.
Right.
They always feel like they need to say something about what you're doing. But guess what? They need to sit down and look at what they're doing, because it's easy to go and judge someone else, but you're not going to sit there and look at yourself and say, well, I'm doing this wrong too. I'm doing that. It's easier to go and say what somebody else is doing.
Right.
So it's just insane. We would have never done any of it. YouTube, nothing. Instagram, if we always thought, what are they gonna say? There's always gonna be somebody to say something else. There's always gonna be someone that goes in our page and says, well, you guys are doing this wrong and I don't understand. If you don't understand, don't follow. Period.
Look, everyone has a beautiful intention in most cases. Even the worst people in the world, they have an intention. We just don't understand it. Even crazy people who do horrific things, they had a good intention to provide for their family or to do something else. People who rob convenience stores, their intention is, if I rob it, I can do this, I can provide for my family. Like, people do crazy things for money and a whole bunch of other reasons, but our intention is pure. Like, our intention is good, and some people will see that, some people won't, some people will love it, some people won't. But the thing is, whatever you guys decide to do in your life, you have to value your own opinion more. You ask one person, they're gonna say, don't do it. You ask another person just as qualified, if you want to say in the truth or whatever, and they're going to say, go ahead and do it. And we had a perfect example of that when we were going to move here. Some brothers said, oh, no, absolutely not, Ryan. Stay where you are. And another brother was like, how are you ever going to grow if you don't, branch off to another congregation?
But it's nice to listen to everyone.
Right. I know. I mean, it's good to get points of view.
Listen to everyone, respectfully.
Right, but don't value anyone else's opinion more than your own.
You decide at the end what's going to happen, because if you go based upon what everybody else does, you're always going to live in the same state. You're not going to grow. You're just going to be like, well, I guess this is what life is. And then next thing you know, you're 80 and this is what life is. You know, like, you never did anything else. So, I mean, we stopped doing that and we were like, let's just do what we got to do. And that's why we moved to Florida, you guys.
Big story, family. We got a lot to share. We got a lot to do. We are super excited to share everything we have with you guys. We got our date night tonight. It's going to be a busy night.
Yeah.
At the movies. Look, family, the reality is you got to do what's
it's okay, baby. You can put
trying things out. But you got to do what's most important to you. You got to do what you believe is right. Because everyone's going to have an opinion. But all I'm saying is, like, I value my wife's opinion. But if I don't value my own, my wife could tell me, hey, Ryan, you're handsome, you're good looking, you're special. I could tell my wife all day, you're beautiful, you're unique, you have an amazing personality. But if you don't believe it, if you don't value your own opinion, what's the sense? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you, because if you don't value it, then how are you gonna derive your own happiness without everyone else feeding that into you? So if my wife doesn't say I'm handsome, I don't think I'm good looking. If my wife doesn't say I'm special, I don't think I'm special. You want to be able to create your own self-happiness, your own self-esteem.
This has to do with that video on YouTube that I made. That, like, me, I was always looking for someone else to tell me or to love me for me to accept myself, and that was just wrong. Like, I don't need anybody else to, like, now I realize. But it took me forever because I was always doing things for my mom, things for my sister, things for everyone else. So they can be like, oh my gosh, Monica did this for me, and I feel loved, and then I love myself, which was wrong. So I needed to start with myself. I needed to love myself. I needed to say, I love who I am. I love this, this is my personality. Start saying things about yourself. But I was valuing other people's opinion. But I needed to stop that, because I would have never done anything that I've done in life if I kept on thinking the same way.
You know what's killed more dreams than any other thing in the world? What has killed more dreams, passions, obsessions, things that people wanted to accomplish in life is the thought, what will people say?
That's number one, always.
Right.
What are they gonna say?
If I do this, what will people think? If I do this, what will people say?
Even when I comment, I'm like, what are they gonna say about my comment? Like I'm always fear of judgment.
Constant fear.
You don't do a lot of things because
of the opinions of others.
Yes, and it's sad. It's sad.
Yep.
But it's a mentality you have to shift. You have to change that.
You got to break that. And it's not something that comes overnight. Like, look, I didn't even want to go live tonight. I'm like, I don't know, baby. I get scared. Like, what are they going to think? But you know what's crazy? Anytime you fear, because you have to inoculate yourself of the fear of judgment. You have to literally rip out that fear of judgment. So anytime you feel that tense, that twist in your stomach where you're like, I don't know, what are people going to say? What are people going to, respond with? What if they don't like it? What if they have something negative? You have to go off and do that thing. Why is it that when we're in our car, we're dancing and we're just putting ourselves out there? We got our head bopping, we're moving our arms, we got our own little thing going on with our waist and everything. But then when somebody rolls up next to us and they do that, like, that little head bob, and they're looking at you like this, you're like, and you put your hands on the steering wheel.
No, you don't do that. My husband's like, hi. Right. And they'll wave at him.
Right. I be grinding out with them. I'm like, look, you want to join this? And but before it was always, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I don't even know this person. And now I put my hands on my steering wheel, or I'm singing the song and I'm really singing, and then somebody rolls up next to me, and then I pretend that I'm on the phone. Has anyone else ever done that? I mean, these are the kind of things that will literally dictate your life. Tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, but you have to inoculate yourself of the fear of judgment, right?
Yep.
So,
we gotta go, babe. We gotta go.
We appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love. We gotta go. It's movie time, baby. Movie time. It's gonna be good. But we love you, family. Hope everyone has an amazing night. If somebody hasn't told you today that they love you,
we love you guys.
We love you, family. All right, guys. We'll go live again shortly. We promise.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.